taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rainbow Warriors will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make... half at the 19. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the opening possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here we go. The give on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. Scanning the field, it's Westbrook. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Here we go. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Washington! They grab the early lead.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. A poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Hawaii's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense move.
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Rainbow Warriors, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Stocker. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finds his man in the middle. At the 45, on his way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Here comes the heat. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Utah State pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Aggies were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Makes the grab on the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds a soft spot. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Stocker. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Now, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of confidence.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job working that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory. This always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Punts it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stocker. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Takes it on the shovel. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt. The Rainbow Warriors line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. They'll try to power it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Finds the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Finds a spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're going back to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peters. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Peters. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Stocker. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stocker. Makes the grab over the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Hawaii! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. And this dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Westbrook. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's the handoff. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stocker. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Bring in the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. This offense has it with really good field position. Rides to back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Westbrook. He's got him still on his feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Washington trying to convert this 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Stocker. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Warriors. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world, but it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there in a hurry.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down, looking for more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The give from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Got the first down and more. Oh, my, circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Stocker. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense likely to lead on the run to milk this clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And that extra point might be the thing that brings it home. They're up by 9 late in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 7 over Houston.
To throw, it's Stocker.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking to throw again. And he dropped it, just didn't work the thing all the way in.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can